Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to another high-level stream here. Well, potentially a high-level stream. Let's see if MaxPax is actually online. Because then we can play some games against Maxi. Sorry, I was messaging someone. Let's see. Where art thou, Monsieur MaxPax? It's not quite online yet. Start with a game with Terran anyway, because that's what I always do. It's what I do best as well. Hello, how am I? I'm good. Hello from Vancouver. Hello from the Netherlands. Thought I had my phone on me for chat, but it seems like that's temporarily been lost. TVT to start with, okay.
Not enough minerals.
And yesterday I played some actual good games as well. I was pretty happy with the level that I reached yesterday. I was pretty happy with the level I reached this morning as well. Actually, I was playing quite well, I have to admit. I was very happy with it even.
Not enough minerals.
So yeah, the plan here is to play a little bit of Terran, then some TOS. I hope that I can find some people to play with on stream as well. I feel like there was a blast yesterday. I think in general it's really fun if I can play some high-level games against like just customs, because then the pace of games is very high. We can test a lot of scenarios. I can, you know, take reasonably sized breaks in between still, and we're all good to go most of the time. Just playing one Rex or one gas expand, sorry. Where did I put my stuff? Oh, no, it's over there. Probably the only streamer in the world that doesn't use a second screen yet. But I have gotten a monitor arm for it. So one of these days I'll install my second screen. Then all these troubles will be over, officially. But until then... Oh, accidentally cancelled my orbital command. That wasn't quite brilliant. You know what I wouldn't mind playing either? Some hatchery or some gas first builds. I've seen a lot of Terrans actually play that particular opener, and I always enjoyed that. Okay, second depot. I wasn't scouted here, which is good. Okay.
Command center upgrade.
Sorry, yeah, my chat is now all officially set up. Hey bro, you're pretty awesome at StarCraft. Just started getting back in StarCraft 2, trying to get the gold. Oh, very nice. I hope you make it to gold, buddy. What league are you currently?
Not enough minerals.
Don't forget that the most important thing isn't to get gold. Let's have a good time while doing so. Did you see your cheese footage from Utermal's perspective? He released a video on his second channel 2 hours ago. No, I didn't. How come you're not streaming on Twitch? Because I stream on YouTube 2 days a week. And today is one of those days. Today is a Thursday. Thursday and Wednesday is YouTube days. And then 3 days I stream on Twitch. And then the weekend I don't stream. Hello from my bed. Hello back to your bed. I found it isn't really doing anything, which is slightly concerning. Because it might mean that we're being kind of early game rushed with like a bunch of Reapers and Hellions with like a reactor first. It could also mean that my opponent is doing the same opener as I just did, which is technically also possible. Albeit someone less, actually probably more likely. I feel like at this MMR that I play at, half of the time people go for some super aggressive Reaper Hellion stuff. Or they go for some super greedy build. Okay, we only get 4 Marines total, I think. It's going to be the answer to our troubles. Straight tech lab, Cyclone. Oh, that's not right. Don't want to rally into the gas forever. Gonna have 3 up here. I think we probably want one Raven.
Add-on complete.
Oh, that's significant stuff, isn't it? Oh, definitely need... I should have repaired a bit faster, perhaps. She definitely pulled out a bit faster as well, that's for sure. No matter which way you look at it. Ah, come on, I just need the freaking... need the freaking lock on, is all I wanted. So I opened up relatively aggressive here.
Not enough energy.
With these two cyclones. We're gonna get more of these. Then we want stim as well. This feels very good.
Minerals.
This is also relatively greedy, what we're doing here. Like, this is not very safe at all. Like, at all. Just gonna... Oh, that's annoying. That actually is fairly annoying.
Add-on complete.
Was there just one tank though? Okay, now he's moving across the map with more stuff. I just saw that. So another tank coming out.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Okay, moves in here into the main base.
Not enough minerals.
Just want to make sure that this one stays alive and we're all good to go. Very nice.
Not enough energy. Not base. Command center upgrade complete.
I wonder if he's gonna try and make some moves here. Definitely is looking like he's trying to make some moves.
No.
This feels good. This feels real good actually. Maybe I can get another one down. If he decides to ever turn around, that would actually be kind of huge.
Add-on.
Okay, so that's 2 tanks that we get for free here. Oh, I can get this one up as well. We have stim out. Honestly, I almost feel like we can just move across the map at some point and straight up win the game. I hope you had as good a morning today as yesterday. It was better. I bought eggs last night
Not enough.
together with my wife. Went to the shop. We bought 40 eggs, so I had 6 eggs this morning like a normal human being, rather than the mere 4 that I could eat yesterday. God, that's pathetic.
Not enough.
I also bought a bag of spinach, so yeah, today's morning was significantly better than yesterday.
Not enough minerals.
I won today and got absolutely bomb blasted by Cyril though. Like it really wasn't very close. There's 1 or 2 games that might have been close, but everything else is just straight up garbage for me. Piss off, don't kill that. I wonder if I can just barge in there. I don't think I can. Is he actually chasing the madman? No shot, right? Actually, maybe no shot for me. Can I kill this? Yep. Never mind, this is a free win. Okay, nice. So we're really far ahead right now. We have combat shield as well on top of that. Can get these things. Actually, Rainer also asked for some games played against him, but that didn't go great for me either. I feel like most of the time when I play games against the very high level dudes, it doesn't go so great for me. But I always appreciate that they continue playing with me anyway. You know, they're all invested in my success too. Not sure why, but it makes me happy to see. Cyril never denies me practice. If I was Cyril, I would deny everyone practice. Especially me. I just play with mech specs all day, I think. Is this guy playing mech? It's like a real bad version of mech or something. It's technically possible. Oh, didn't quite hit the correct hotkeys there. Is this actually mech? Yeah, it is. I should have probably figured it out a little bit quicker, shouldn't I have? So now he's on a 4th base already. Not a huge fan of how this is going. Got a second armory. And he just doesn't have that many units though, does he? Just doesn't have that many units. We're gonna try to go to the far left side, get marauders with these, and then get concussive as well.
Not enough energy.
We have enough workers. We have 75 right now. That's a planetary. That's something. Maybe clear this thing too.
Add-on. Add-on.
Scary.
Not enough energy. Our SCVs are under attack. Command center.
Oh my god. This is terrible.
Not enough minerals. Upgrade.
Wait, where's all my units being rallied to right now? I feel like I'm building a lot of freaking bio. Yet it's not really arriving, which is triggering to me. Okay, we have a bunch of crap over here. We did clear the sensor tower on that left side. There's a bunch of dudes in this area. To where does it reach? I think it gets a little bit too close in my opinion. Just gonna try and unsiege, I guess. See if we can clear this.
Not
And we want one more. Okay, so if he sieges this area, I think there might be an opportunity for us to move towards the top side.
required.
Definitely seems to be the case. Maybe no, though. Maybe no. Oh, most definitely no, actually. Ah. We're kind of getting owned here. We do have good upgrades, but I don't think that's going to be enough. We have 80 workers as well, which is actually fairly nice.
Mineral field.
And we're continuing solid upgrades all around, really. On one more of these. And on continued upgrades on my armories as well, I think is going to be somewhat important. Yeah, the problem that I have with this entire setup is, despite me getting pretty good eco, is that eventually I need to get air units. I hate playing air in TVT. It's so freaking boring. Not even necessarily very bad at it, but...
Is under attack.
Hey, losing these workers is annoying, especially if it happens a couple of times, but I also don't mind too much. Because I can just rebuild them basically instantly. I have so many freaking dudes that it also feels kind of silly, you know? I wonder if I can just drop kind of on top of whatever is here. He's gonna try and break this, isn't he? He's definitely gonna try and break this.
Mineral field.
I wonder if I can fight this. This looks like an okay fight for me.
Add-on complete.
The middle part didn't really look like an okay fight for me. Maybe we can take out one more tank before I get completely blasted off the map.
Not enough.
I think he's gonna try and move across now,
Enough.
which would be kind of funny. Ha ha ha.
Not enough.
Does he have enough stuff? I think he might have enough stuff now. I don't think I have enough things to really clear this.
Mineral field.
I definitely don't think I have enough things.
Upgrade.
Playing against mech. Fought 3-3-3 as well. I think we just lost too many units too quick and never transitioned into air, which was probably a mistake. I can take the -21 though, I'm okay with it. Yeah, Ravens are very powerful in TVT. It's usually considered to be one of the best units, if not the best unit in TVT.
Not enough.
Any cheesy nuke rush?
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
could do a nuke rush. It's very hard though in TVT. I think the way to do it would be something like a reactor Hellion opener. So we'll open with gas first.
Additional supply depots.
That gas first is a little bit late for a gas first.
Not enough minerals.
Any tips of playing versus Turtlemech who just builds tanks, Vikings and never moves out?
Not enough minerals.
I have no clue. I mean, you're supposed to just go air toss yourself and out-expand the other dude, but I freaking hate playing against Turtlemech as well. In TVT, I think it is by far the most boring thing that I've ever played against. Seeing if there's anyone that wants to play with me. My nose is itchy. So yeah. What about try to supply drop first, since it saves 100 Mula plus 1 SCV, 2-time travel time plus SCV mining for supply depot time? It is inefficient. Like, there's no real debate on that. It's significantly better to drop a mule. Like, significantly better to drop a mule. The worker time might add up to, like, if we're being very generous, maybe 40. And then 100 for the depot. And nothing is being blocked. So the build order would need to be completely different. And then it would probably just be worse. Like, this is actually the best build order.
Complete.
The best one gas expansion that there is. I built this way too far away, by the way, which is actually a mistake.
Not enough
Like,
minerals.
people have tested this extensively, but the mule gives 225 minerals. Depot only really gives 100, and then plus mining time maybe 140. So you're just losing 100 minerals in the early game. That's freaking massive. That's like a bunker that you can't afford. So yeah, it's a big freaking deal. It really is. And there's no real payoff either, because you're not getting supply blocked. It's not like... With certain build orders it's good, because otherwise you get supply blocked. So you don't have the cash, and then it might be good. But here you have plenty of cash, and you're not getting supply blocked. So there's really no point whatsoever. I feel like I'm really late with this. It's because my gas first was too late as well. So this basically, it looks like a gas first, but it plays more like a non-gas first. Now, he said we're going to do a nuke rush, so we'll do that here. I stick to my promises often.
Command center upgrade complete.
Okay, so killed one unit. I'm okay with that.
Not enough minerals. Add-on. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
What do SCVs make per minute? I think it is like 60 or something like that. So about 1 per second, I think, is the rate that is commonly used.
Not enough
Oh, this is very unfortunate opener for my opponent.
Our SCV is under attack.
So I killed 2 workers in my main. He's going to continue trying to kill some workers down here. If he tries to run away, that's not going to work out either for my opponent.
Not enough. Not enough minerals.
Do you think we should just nuke, naked nuke or no?
Not enough.
Like from here or something, then up here? That sounds terrible. Maybe from down here up here? That also sounds terrible.
Talk to me.
I think I need to have a cloaked nuke if I want to achieve anything in this world now.
Not enough minerals. Not
Die, you prick. I only killed one there, that wasn't quite brilliant.
not enough minerals.
Let's start cloak as well. Now I think the way that I want to do this is I'm just going to go in with Hellions towards the natural with a drop as well. Then I drop my ghost in towards the main base.
Not enough energy.
I think that sounds like the thing with the by far the most potential. Actually cut a couple of workers as well, and then we get a CC in position.
Waiting on you.
Okay, you can piss off again.
Not enough.
And we're just gonna play Ghost Mech, I guess, because there's really not that much we can do otherwise out of this particular opener.
Not enough.
So
energy.
We're becoming what we hate so much. Mech players. Need a little bit more time.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Ready to raise some hell. Go ahead. SCV ready.
Talk. Waiting on
SCV ready.
you. Ready.
Additional supply depots required.
I think I went in too fast, honestly.
Additional supply. Add-on complete.
Where's the emergency?
Research.
SCV ready. I'm in a heap of trouble. SCV
Let's see if this works.
SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready.
EMP? EMP the... what do you call it? The orbital commands, so he can't mule anymore. I know it's not brilliant, but maybe it gets the job done, who knows? Who knows?
To raise some hell. SCV ready.
Maybe it'd be better to play a more mobile form of mech. So we get 2 tanks and then we just fully transition into
Nuclear missile ready.
into more mobile mech. So we can perhaps do a little bit more with like cyclones and stuff like that.
Command center upgrade.
Get 2 more. Just gonna run by with all my cars right now. Is he just 1 base outlining me? Or 2 base outlining me, I guess it would be.
Ready to raise some hell.
Base is under attack.
Ready to raise some hell. I'm in a heap.
I want to EMP these ravens. If I can. Yep. Very nice. I think I lost this before it ever really hit. It's not brilliant, but whatever.
SCV ready.
Our SCVs are under attack.
And we're dealing quite a bit of damage. Nice one. Just continuously losing stuff here. Love to see it. Let's get one more
Our SCVs
ghost build
are
around.
under
Oh,
attack.
we got this. Don't think you can actually do that, can you? Maybe we can. Die. Nice. That was that only died due to splash. If I would have played that out properly, even remotely properly,
Complete.
then I don't think this would have ever been an issue. Now, I probably should just fly this over here.
Not enough energy.
Look at this move. Meow. He really thought I was going to go in. To be fair, I really did want to go in, but at the same time I knew I wasn't going to either.
Mineral,
Okay, with the next one we go.
mineral field depleted. Base is under attack.
Oh, this guy plays like such a prick, you know that?
Additional supply.
I don't entirely know what to do against this either.
Not
Wait, I don't actually have any anti-air right now, which is really, really bad for me. Let's see if I can repair this thing. Don't think I actually can. Don't think I have enough resources. Or enough SCVs. Yeah, that's super lame for Mario.
additional supply depots.
Okay, let's just move across the map, because this was not quite terrible.
Not enough energy. Not enough energy. Not enough energy.
Okay, he just dropped those, which is good for me.
Not enough energy. Not enough energy. Not enough energy.
Okay, this is Gonzo. Come on, shoot this thing.
Additional supply depots required.
I knew he was gonna land. They always try to land. Okay, we can just move in towards the natural right now, which is going to be a huge move. Oh, there comes the reinforcements. Or well, there came the reinforcements.
Not enough.
Here came the reinforcements. Do 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 do.
Depleted.
Here came the reinforcements, and I said, it's alright. Do 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 do.
Items required.
Come on, if I can kill this thing, that would be huge. I thought I built some freaking cyclones at some point. Okay, that base went down. Like mad as well. These two bases are also in trouble. And we have this bad boy going up. So, I'm not saying I'm winning. I'm just...
Not enough energy.
Oh. Please, roll back. Oh, that didn't quite work. Wonder if I can clear this thing. I think I might just be capable of doing that. Look at this. Freaking cyclones with his upgrades are crazy. Okay. So, right now my opponent is on one base.
Not enough.
Technically mining. It might have an extra base though. We should check that, shouldn't we? I mean, this is bad. Or this was bad, I guess.
Not enough.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
But once again, not really the end of the world.
Not
I think he's gonna try crawling for just a little bit by bit right now.
enough energy.
And we're just gonna go fight for air control as well.
Not enough energy.
I knew that he was crawling forward.
Additional supply
I just need scans at some point, you know? Oh, okay, that's gone. Didn't even know that was in range. GG! We got him with the nuke rush. I can't believe I lose in a legit game, then I nuke rush and I win the game like some moron. This is unbelievable. Thank you very much for the Costa Rican Colin. Rodolfo Peralta. Thank you very much, my dear friend. I think it's the first time I received the CRC. High tier currency. Has the captain said anything about the last 3 years of competition being invalidated because of the void race feedback? I have seen it, yeah. Sharkeel's Rod. Your name is familiar, Sharkeel's Rod. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It shouldn't be in the game. The moment a bug like this gets found out, it needs to be patched out immediately, or it needs to be patched in. It's one of the two. Like, you can't play the game with having bugs in. It's stupid. I'm aware of it. They said it in some chat a while ago. It got figured out. And I'm pretty sure they're trying to put out a fix as well at this point. Do you think Chartle/Archon is a good composition for Low League? Yeah, it's very good. What bug? I can't remember the exact specifics, but basically, when using prismatic alignment, the void ray after having flux veins is insanely slow still. So it doesn't. The speed hasn't been patched up with it. I remember your name now, Sharkeel's Rod. You're the guy that posted a comment in the gaming rumors thread about StarCraft 3. That's how I recognize your name. You got quoted in a couple of articles. You Sharkeel's Rod. Yeah. Sharkeel's Rod. I made a video about it, which I will release tomorrow. I think it is. And how stupid that entire enterprise was. Yeah. Yeah, it gets slower than without. It's really dumb. Well, I made the video last night. And I remember struggling with your name because your name is difficult to pronounce. Sharkeel's Rod. Sharky LZ Rod. I think I went with Sharkeel's Rod in the end. The problem, Asun Telemar, is that the reason why there's any patches at all has nothing to do with Blizzard investing resources into it. This is all community driven. So anything that the community can touch is trying to be fixed as soon as possible. But the moment something needs to go through Blizzard, the process is slowed down significantly. Because they need to do some stuff. They need to integrate it into the mainframe. I don't actually know how it works, but the process gets slowed down a little bit. So things like that are actually within the StarCraft UI are not going to be touched at all until active development starts in StarCraft. If that happens after the Microsoft ABK deal. But otherwise, very unlikely. What if the community says remove Terran? Then we shoot the community. That's what we... No, I'm just joking. In a video game. A lot of people read more into the tweet than what it said. All it really meant was that the StarCraft IP is being used in some way. This is technically not news. Well, his initial tweets were wrong, right? And then he walked it back. And then the articles that were being posted were being ridiculous. That's what the video is about. I actually like the Jess Corden guy. He seems like a cool feller. Norwegian Oil Fund, Mike Stand Oil Fund, squeak, squeak. Thank you, Lucky Lactose, for another 20 Norwegian kroner. Harstem, can you play some games using strategies from The Art of War by Sun Tzu? Sure, Bing chilling. What do you suggest? Did you hear about the Void Ray bug? Yeah, I just addressed it legit 3 minutes ago. Where do you get your GSL replays? I want to study. I get GSL replays from the GSL Patreon. All of my replays are ethically sourced from Patreons. At least most replays. The other ones are unethically sourced from hardworking pro gamers that send them to me for free for a little bit of exposure. I give them practice games and they give me replays versus people that actually matter. Alan Adham said they're working on mobile games with every single one of their IPs. I think he really probably just knows rumors about whatever mobile spin-off they're making. Are you not watching Gamers 8? No, I'm currently streaming. Yeah, I just didn't read the A soon properly. Hey Captain, just wanted to say that even I've never played StarCraft 2, I'm a big fan of yours and never miss a video of any of your channels. Keep it up. Appreciate that. Thank you, Rodolfo Peralta, and thank you for the 2,500. This is also once again a reminder for everyone that donations are never necessary. They're appreciated, but they're not expected. Kind words can be relayed without having to send money as well. So just in case you weren't aware. Something that does always help and that is mandatory is liking every video I put out. That helps a lot and it's free as well. Can you do some cheesiest man alive? Yeah, sure. I mean, why not? We're here anyway. I was invited for a tournament to cast an RTS tournament. On a mobile RTS. I can't remember the name of it. World War or something like this. And they asked if I wanted to cast it for like 8 hours a day for a week or so. But I don't really like mobile games, so my asking price I put was freaking insane, and then they ghosted me. They're gonna... So there definitely are mobile games that are well worth your time. I think it was World War or something like that. And I played a little bit on my phone as well to test it. It honestly wasn't that bad. But I think you had to pay to play, which I hate those games that are pay to play. I don't even mind pay to win so much, but pay to play is really too much for me. I was not a fan of that. Thoughts on Indonesian food? I don't think I've ever had legit Indonesian food. We have a lot of like kind of Dutch Indonesian food, which I guess people brought over, but I've never been to Indonesia, so I don't know what it's like to have proper Indonesian food. So far, the stuff that I've had from there, I mean, I'm not super fond of it, but it's really unfair to judge a food based on what I've eaten in the Netherlands, because usually Dutch fusion food is not so good. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Dutch Chinese food either, but when I went to China, I really like Chinese food. I think it's very, very good, very tasty, huge variety, well spiced most of the time. But in Dutch, like, they just have completely different dishes in the Netherlands. So it's hard to say. Have you ever considered your overconfident attitude might have prevented your skill growth, since learning requires humility? There's nothing to do with your style. Keep up the fun content. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. There's many things that might have impacted my growth as a player. my brain size, for example, might have impacted my growth as a player as well. My generally low IQ. I'm not sure if I would put the overconfidence as one of the main factors there, but I appreciate that you're putting a dime in the bucket. You know, it's adding to it. Yes, I'm glad to hear that there's even more wrong with me than I initially thought already. So I'll keep it in mind to continue growing as a player. I want to mention that I've adopted your saying oppa when I heard you say it wrecking noobs. What? I don't say oppa, I say hoppa. There's an H in front of there. If you say oppa, it sounds like you're some weeb that is trying to please. I think that's oppa is, I think, older brother in Korean actually. So it's not exactly, it's like the Koreaboos, not the proper weebs. Koreaboos say it when they see actual Koreans say it because I think that's the proper way to address an older brother if you're female. So if you're, or just an older person, an older guy, you know? So if you're a 20-year-old girl and you have a friend that is 22, then you'd call that guy oppa if you're the girl. Now, Koreaboos have completely ruined that as well by using it kind of as, you know, like how English people would say daddy, you know? Like slay me daddy, like slay me oppa, like that. What I say is hoppa. This is what you say in Dutch when you, hey, you know, hey, there we go. Let's go. Something like that. Hoppa. There we go. Yeah, that's really it. Standard game. Who's this clown? Never heard of it. I played him before actually once. Oh, this is Uthermal? Ah. Okay. I feel like I've played him once or twice before already. Tricky Uthermal constantly changing names, leaving me in shambles. By the way, Captain, since you're making a video on my post, you get to see the video in advance and comment on it. May at least correct your pronunciation of my name. No, too late. There's no advanced stuff here. Nothing in advance. The pronunciation is as correct as you're gonna get it. I even pronounced the U in front of your username, you know? Which I'm not sure if that's correct if you pronounce Reddit names. Standard game. He's playing double gas. Absolute loser moves. People that play... they did accidentally search with Protoss as well. That's very unfortunate for me. People that play double gas, always something wrong with them. Especially on Babylon. It's not a very good map for it, I think. Show me what you've got, Mr. Uthermal. Show me what you got. Woohoo! Okay, so we're just pissing off. Relatively okay opener for me, I think. As long as he doesn't straight up go across the map with his first Reaper, I'm in quite a good spot. I think. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. So you build it very far back here. A, so that if a tank sieges forward, you can kind of have it in the back. Although it's also nice to have one further in the front, to be honest. But also so that it can protect your probes against like Reaper Heli and stuff. So you can start in the front with your adepts and then slowly but surely move back. It's really quite comfortable. Oh, I completely forgot to start my warp gate. It's actually quite stupid. Quite stupid indeed. God, I'm such an idiot. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. Can you get enough from me, baby? Oh. I think that pylon might be a bit too fast as well. I don't know where he is, but he ain't here, which is kind of disconcerting. Ooh, there we go. That's not a good move, I think, by him. He's gonna turn around, huh? Probably should have turned around. Wait, is he just playing macro? Well, maybe I shouldn't consider this macro quite yet, but it has some macro vibes at least. Gonna try to jump over or what? There you go. Nice one. Almost had it, brother. I accidentally chrono boosted a bit too late there, which is bad. Now we need to figure out what he's doing. Okay, he's just producing one at a time. So this is going to be a pretty difficult hold because this build is good. It's not going to be a difficult hold because I didn't scout it. So this is fairly all in. I started my Robo Bay, right? Yeah, I did. Ow, hurt my hand on my own mic stand. I'm an idiot. So he's all-inning me. Piss off, Mr. Utermal. If this is a standard game, then I don't want to see you cheese. Oh, gonna lose a Phoenix there for no real reason. Which is always dumb, of course. How could you be so reckless? How could you be so reckless? Hello, where are you? And why aren't you moving across the map?
Teleport successful.
Oh, I don't actually have a super battery available. This is slightly embarrassing. That was indeed slightly embarrassing. Holy crap. That was so bad. I think it would have been a free win otherwise for me. Now it's actually going to be quite tight. Well, it's quite tight, might not be the correct thing to say here. Do I get one worker? No, get two of those. Okay, I do have more super battery energy right now. Very poor play by me still. So it's really the moment you see barracks producing without any tech labs, you know that something is array. Like this. Array. How to pronounce array?
Awry.
It's British pronunciation, but I'm an American.
Awry.
Awry. Something is awry. So the moment you see these guys producing without any tech labs, you know something is awry. Because a lot of money is going in there. So like all the money is being spent instantly, which Terran usually can't afford. So you know they're cutting something else, whether that's going to be an eBay or in this case, well, workers being cut, quite frankly, a lot of workers being cut. You immediately know that all of your buildings, in this case, want to be producing pure units. That's all you want to be doing. So that's all I'm going to be doing as well. And then there are a couple of ways that you can kind of defeat this. The first way, well, first of all, you need to fight it in the middle of the map, especially if there's no cyclones in an army. If there are no cyclones in an army, the most important thing for the Terran is to siege up as fast as possible. Because they can't chase you. Like they're always losing the kiting battle basically because they don't have units that outrange your units. So you want to force multiple sieges. I forced one siege, then I forced one siege a bit outside. I thought I could fight with this battery, turning it into a super battery, but I just used all of my crap. Another thing that you want to be doing while you're doing this, so you're kind of forcing a siege. I still did it incorrect here. Like I should have probably shaded forward and then seen if he's trying to siege up. Or if he, like what he's trying to do. He didn't actually end up sieging up very much. And then here, I think I ended up losing one Phoenix a bit earlier, which is really dumb. Like, the more Phoenix you have, the easier it is to take out reinforcements. Another thing you could technically do is shade through with 3 adepts to one-shot Marines, and then you use the Phoenixes to clear every big unit, which I also could have done. Here, I thought I had a super battery. If I had had a super battery here, I think I would have been fine. Now I end up losing another Phoenix, which is really dumb. And then I use my last energy on a Marine rather than on this tank, which means it gets to join the main army. My Disruptor gets, I think, 2 kills, which is good. Yeah, 2 kills, which is nice. Probably should have waited a bit longer. Then he sieges forward, and he's in range of my battery. And this is my sign to go. Like, I have to. Absolutely, I have to go at this point. But I was out of energy on my Phoenixes, so I pulled some workers. Pray to the Lord that everything's all right. And everything was all right, because I scouted it so early and started responding so fast that despite my poor execution, I still just managed to win. Nah, it wasn't very impressive at all. I actually played very poorly. Like, the read was good, but the read also is very easy to make if there's no Cyclones to deny scouting. So this is why usually when this build is played, there's at least 1 Cyclone initially to... Not even because it makes the push much stronger, but because it helps in denying scouting. The moment Protoss gets a read, they don't get a 3rd base, and you just put everything in unit production. It's kind of easy. Do you still have that hat from Home Story Cup you wear at 2018? Yeah... No, I definitely have it. Oh, I'm blind. So, this is... See, it's a hat that says Kapitaan. Now, the original hat actually said Capital. So I bought the original hat in Valencia on a pub crawl night. But then, like, the hat is very cheaply made. There's a ring. Like, you know these bracelets that you can put on that have like the fluorescent bracelets? That's basically what's on the inside, one of these plastic little things. And the other one, it knacked. So I went back to Valencia, went on the same exact pub crawl to buy the same hat again for, I think, $5 or $10 or so. So, yeah. I mean, I didn't fly to Valencia just to get the hat again. I'm not that sad. But we were in Valencia, and they were like, well, you know, I gotta get an upgraded version of the hat. It looks like really gibberish because it's inverted. Yeah. My camera is mirrored, so it looks more natural to me. This is my right hand. It's really weird to see yourself non-mirrored. I can't get used to it. I freaking hate it. My camera also shows me as mirrored. So then I would be... So I have like a preview screen on my camera next to it. And then if I see it in my OBS, I see myself non-mirrored, which is... It is very odd because you always perceive yourself as mirrored. You also look really ugly in pictures. If it's not, you know, it's not mirrored. To yourself, you look ugly because it's not what you're used to. It's like, man, my face looks freaking weird. Well, when I look at my face normally, I think. Also a little bit weird, but not quite as weird. GG, I'd love to stay and watch, but I've been laddering all night and it's 5 AM time for bed. All right, buddy, you go sleep. Do you still have that hat from home? Oh yes, I already on that. Luckily, U-Thermal was washed up. U-Thermal was very good. Like, actually very solid. His mechanics have always been very good. He's smart. He has a brain. He can't be washed up. Thank you, Augustine Cabra, for the 10 Polish zloty. I just think the build that he used was not so good. Stuck on his horse. Can I know what webcam you're using? Right now I'm using the Sony ZV-E10 converted with a cam link to so I can stream live from it. So it's an actual camera, like with a lens on top of it. It's not a webcam. I used a Sigma lens. Let me see, what's it called? Sigma 16 millimeters 1 to 1.4 DCDN 67 radius. Very cool. Hello, Mr. Sigma Captain. Hello, SRL. How are you doing, buddy? You got me into StarCraft 2 again, Captain. Thank you for all the good content. Oh, thank you for watching, Ariel. You got hit by a car yesterday? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't know what to say. I drew a blank. Did it hurt? Did it hurt? I assume it hurt. I'm sorry. It's not very funny at all. That sounds awful. I hope you're okay. I forgot my human responses there for a second. Like, holy crap. That's not a good thing, Azrael, getting hit by cars. You want to be seeing me at Atlanta? Your knees are gone? You cannot travel? What do you mean your knees are gone? Are you still in the hospital now? Maybe you recover swiftly. That's not very funny. You should record your screen so we can verify that you're not looking at anime at the same time, Captain. I only use one screen, so I'm not looking at anime at the same time. Also, if I had a second screen, I wouldn't be using it to look at anime on my second screen. Did you ever see the clip of Sue? Wait, I'm gonna find this for you. You guys are the YouTube frogs. They miss out on a lot of good memes. Let me find this.
I don't know, one of them next. Probably the one.
Oh, that was your thermal stream. I wanted Wardy's stream. Oh wait, I don't actually want to go like this. What? Featured clips? I'm gonna find this clip for you. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Harstem VTuber when? I'm not gonna become a VTuber. Isn't that crazy that people just have these anime characters as their main person now? That must be so weird. Do the most famous VTubers, do people know what they actually look like, or are they just known as anime avatars? That is proper odd. Imagine being the first person to do that. Everyone thinks you're a moron. And then people like watching it. And then everyone starts doing it. High tier moves. What is VTube? I think it stands for virtual tube. So basically these are people that have like a 3D animated anime avatar that basically tracks their movements and stuff. So you have people who are basically an anime character, and they sometimes, not always, sometimes also use a voice changer. I remember you had this one dude, I think it was called Massan, that had a portrait of a wolf very early on, and a voice changer as well, if I'm not mistaken. Massan, I think it was a Hearthstone streamer. I think he originally came from StarCraft, if I'm not mistaken. Some of the biggest VTubers are basically run by corporations. Yeah, that makes sense. The perfect corporate tool. Literally no personality. You can put anyone behind the voice changer. I can't remember where I saw this, but it might have been that on some of the Chinese streaming websites, it's just like run as a massive office. It's like these guys and girls, they come in, they have like a little ring light, they have a camera, and then they're basically just in cubicles and they're interacting with their viewers. And rather than getting to keep the donations, they just get like a base salary. I can't remember, it was like a short documentary. It sounds like something that Vice would make or something. I remember watching a video on this. It looked insane. And like all of them were, you know, similar in content as well. Could just get found out, this guy plays like a massive prick. What is this? Oh, I accidentally miscontrolled one of my SCVs. I was lucky that I was in the barracks, otherwise I would have been in trouble. I don't actually know what the correct call is here, to be honest. So I haven't scouted very much because I'm an idiot. I usually always scout. I'm a safe and solid player, let me tell you.
SCV ready.
I'm a safe and solid player, let me tell you.
Add-on.
What is this? Okay.
SCV ready.
Do we need another barracks in this case?
Sure thing.
Oh, we could, I guess. Can we? I don't even know if we can. I want to see what pops out first here.
Center up.
Actually, I already know what's going to pop out first. It's going to be an immortal, isn't it?
Add-on complete.
All right.
I really want to escape with this, actually. It's kind of important to me here. We want a cyclone first.
SCV ready. Go, go, go.
Not enough minerals.
SCV
Not enough minerals.
got something.
I wonder if there's a battery up here. There probably is.
Gangway coming. SCV ready.
It could be fake still.
Not enough.
So we're getting an eBay as well. Like, sometimes this gets followed up by DTs.
Not enough.
We haven't seen any... Oh,
SCVs are under attack.
very nice. Harstem, Kevin the Koning. Very nice. Okay, this feels very real now.
Not enough minerals.
This better be good. SCV ready.
So we're gonna force in a...
Want a piece of me, boy? Gangway coming through. SCV ready. Get that target in line. By the number. This better. What's going? SCV ready.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Don't think I want my freaking mule to help out here either. No, I lost that. That's actually really bad. Not for right now, but for the near future. This is going to massively suck.
Not enough energy.
I need a cyclone. I actually do need a cyclone.
Not enough minerals.
Did I kill a bunch of units here? I hope I did, actually.
Energy.
So this sensor tower is super high tier because it allows me to see any rotation going through this general area. So, you see? Oh, he's faking. Wait, I can see you. This doesn't work versus me. I'm a genius. So when's the last time you saw a Terran defend something like this in such a brilliant way? Let me answer that for you. You never saw it. Come on. Snipe the prism. Yeah. Complete destruction. Hoppa. Okay. I'm on my... I'm still on my mission to find the clip at the same time as well. Okay, I think I found it. We can watch it after this game.
Minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Compare what TOS needs to do to hold versus what Terran needs to do to hold. In what case? In case of a one base all in?
Enough minerals.
I'm not sure which side you're complaining about yet. So I'm gonna hear you out, and then I'll shut it down. I actually think most one base all-ins for both races are pretty easy to hold, to be quite honest.
Additional supply depot.
Like, I think the main thing with Terran is that a lot of their early game revolves around not scouting.
Not enough.
And a lot of TOS all-ins, I think, are more about knowing the correct response and then not so much control. While I think when TOS defends, a lot of it is about control. Initially. Like Proxy Reaper, that type of stuff. Well, for Terran, the control, I think, is less relevant, but the scouting can be a little bit harder. Scouting for TOS, I think, is easier, knowing what's up. But then the execution is harder, and for Terran, the scouting is significantly harder. And because usually they don't have as much scouting as well. Great stream, Bo. I'm also a hamburger-loving Western imperialist pig dog. Let's play the fun game of writing your country's nuclear launch code in chat. What? Okay. I'm complaining that Terran can easily hold without having to extend, meet enemy in the middle of the map, or circle around with air units. Yeah. I agree that I think a lot of the... I think often scouting for Terran is significantly harder, though. And also, a lot of the time, you just straight up die as a Terran. Whereas Protoss, I think... often, even if you don't have the perfect setup yet, you can usually still make something happen with your inferior setup. So I do agree that it requires a different type of skill. But I can guarantee you that for both, it's very difficult to hold all-ins at the lower levels. That's most of the time going to be the case. Well-executed all-ins are just really difficult to stop, because either you need very good execution or you need very good knowledge. And it's not like with Terran you can just do whatever, right? You still have to kind of stand around.
Add-on complete.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad that it requires different skills, and it's not like, yeah, I don't know. I don't consider either to be imbalanced. I think when I first started playing Terran, yeah, I found it really difficult to beat all-ins, because very often I just didn't have the tools that I needed to deal with it, you know? I would just not be prepared well enough because I missed like a scout, and then you just straight up die. Especially against Zerg, this felt very frustrating at times, I have to admit. I'm playing Protoss again, right? Yeah. I actually didn't scout. This is the same guy as last game, and he all-in'd me from one base last game. So yeah, this could be one of those situations where you just straight up die, and there's nothing you can do about it, which would be great. Ah, nice. I accidentally built one too little Hellions. God, I'm such an idiot sometimes.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. SCV, I can't build here.
Not enough minerals. Not enough add-on complete.
Let's hope he isn't in position here.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
In the pipeline.
Additional supply depots required.
Systems go. Cyclone breakthrough.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Oh, this looks a lot like it's going to be some fun build. Roast him! So we could go across the map with this Raven. It'd technically probably be incorrect. Like, as a move, but
Insufficient Vespene gas.
at the same time it feels pretty correct. Because he's charge all-inning me from two bases. Right, that's the one thing that I have figured out at this point. Oh, here we go with the setup. It's charge, right? Oh, it's glaive adapts. So he hardly has crap here. Wonder if I can just straight up clear this. I think I can. Yep. This was not a very good all-in though. GG. Well, he forgets the GG, but mentally we can accept it. Hey Kev, D1 Toss here. How to deal with Mass Cyclone? Disruptors or Colossus, both are fine options, usually. Okay, look at this clip. Look at this banger of a clip. Okay. Now I'm going to zoom in a significant amount. Okay, look at this. Okay, you seeing this? This was in a WTL 2022 match. Like a serious match, you know? Stuff is going down. The score is 1-0 in favor of Creator. Look at this camera, okay? Thank you, Zadrigo. Thanks, Harstem, for addressing the holes and sorry to disrupt your early game. Don't worry about it. My favorite club of Su was when he lost to Zhugliang in Nation Wars. That's also a good one. Now, wait. And let's listen. Let me stop the music of StarCraft.
Doesn't relate the same. I don't know what I would do.
Is Su looking at YouTube videos while he's playing? Look at this. Look at the reflection in the window. Look at the reflection in the window, okay? In the window, we see this guy legitimately watching anime while he's playing a competitive game. He's watching the anime on his second screen. You see that? I bet it's anime because the colors go pretty wild all the time. It has the anime vibes. Like, I'm 90% sure that it's anime. And he's just watching that while he's playing StarCraft. I think this is secretly how broken Zerg is that they can just do two things at the same time. You know the meme of people that people only use like 10% of their brain? This is true for Zerg players. They actually only use 10% of their game, 10% of their brain, and it's enough. If I do Colossus, do I need Warp Prism and Serious Micro? Am I kiting / trying to disconnect? No, you can just aim move with Colossus against most units. It's absolutely fine. Don't worry about Micro in general. Micro's for idiots. Just target down the weak clumps of units that take extra from light damage. Lynx, Marines. Don't use them against Protoss. It's like listening podcast while playing. I always do that. Surely that is very distracting though. When I listen to a song, I already get distracted. Sometimes listening to my own voice distracts me, and I know what's about to come out. Most of the time. Captain, did you know there are parodies about StarCraft 2 using real-life songs? Yeah. There are these guys called the Dirt League? Viva la Dirt League, I think. They had some banger parodies.
Not enough minerals.
And I always like Banelings by Husky as well. Banelings, oh. Like a deadly green landmine. You had the song Pilo the Pylon, although that was an original. Tempo made some absolute bangers as well. Like from 16 till 20 or so, I almost exclusively listened to songs that had a StarCraft 2 parody. The funny thing is that you start by listening to the parody and it's like, hey, what does the actual song sound like? And often it is significantly worse. Is there a Kung Fu Cup today? No, there's no Kung Fu Cup today. It's that Kung Fu Cup is on a temporary break. Oh, Colossus versus Mass Cyclone scenario in particular. Right, you're the Mass Cyclone. You can use Colossus against Mass Cyclone without too much micro, but I do think generally you're gonna need the micro a bit. A good thing that you can do is to have... oh, this is the same dude again, isn't it? This guy is really getting blasted by me today. What was I gonna say? I had a good thought coming in soon. What's it gonna be? Oh, it's to have like 1 or 2 disruptors with your army. So Cyclones have to disengage if you shoot a disruptor drop, a disruptor shot. And then if they try to get in range again to lock on, your Colossus are dealing damage with their range. So yeah, I think generally a good call. Okay, interesting moves.
Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespene gas.
Oh, I forgot to send this out on the map. Not the greatest move. Now this guy seems like a blast to have around at parties. So far he's all-in'd me twice.
Not enough minerals.
Dun. Dun. Ah, I messed up. 3 kills though. That's really big. If I was the pros here, I think I would have left the game. I'm not even being like, I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. I actually think okay, I wouldn't leave the game, but I feel pretty gotten, you know? You feel gotten, definitely. You've been got. That's what it feels like. Now, we're gonna play probably world's safest build order as a follow-up. It's a good build on dragon skills as well. It's actually a very good build on dragon skills. The reason why it's such a good build on dragon skills is because hold that thought. Whenever I need to do things, I can't speak anymore. It's because often you get Blink-A-Lint on this map. So, although his Blink-A-Lint, if he's going for it, is going to be the latest Blink-A-Lint I've seen in my entire life. So, perhaps a little bit less likely now. Oh, he's gonna finish that now. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating for me. Really? I wonder if I should move out on the map. Maybe I can just, you know, have a quick look, see what's kicking off over here. Let's see if there's a third base. He can't have Blink anyway yet. How do I know that? It's because I scouted when his tech was gonna go down. Like, he had a worker there, so his Blink is going to be super delayed if he actually ends up getting Blink ever. I'm honestly, once again, leaning towards my opponent playing... Oh, I'm supply block. Nice little supply drop. Beautiful. I'm leaning towards my opponent playing Charge or Glaive Adept again. See? So it's probably similar build here. Oh, actually. I shouldn't have done this, should I? Oh, it might actually be... Oh, it's actually going to be the thing. Huh, I didn't expect that. It's going to be Blink All-In. Blink All-In is usually not seen from the super all-inners at lower level, which I'll count myself as lower level for this. The reason for that is because it requires quite good macro, and often you can't kill people with it. Like, it also requires a follow-up, which most of these people are not very capable of doing. You know, properly. It's not to, you know, to be mean to them, but most of the time, like the super all-inners that do like the one base all-ins, they don't have very good macro. And this fall is actually a fairly difficult build to execute. Like the initial blink in, like everyone and their sister can do it, but you need to be aware of so many things. Okay, it's just the adept again. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Hey, we have freaking stim, mate. This is not gonna go well for you, Chief. Yeah, I could have predicted that. This is a really bad build. Everyone that's watching this, I would recommend not playing this. I find this a really, really bad build. It's probably one of the worst builds that you can play, I think. There's much better build orders that you could use if you want to get cheap wins. And this is really not it. Okay. So you want to move the Marines back here if you're defending as a Terran, so that the Marauders tank the damage, and then Marines can deal the damage. Another thing you can do, rather than the Marines backwards, is pull the... Oh my god, I'm an idiot. If I lose like this, after crap talking is built for 4 minutes straight, you know I'm gonna look like a complete moron here. That would be so funny though. I kind of would like it. This is what happens with people that are too cocky. They should lose. I should have lost this game. Okay, now he's dead. Adios, my friend. We're not GGing yet? Oh, he probably thinks he can outplay macro from here, but I don't think that's possible. This is really poorly done. You always need to be very careful with this still. And there's no reason for me to finish it quickly, because the longer the game goes, the better it gets for me. Right? Now I can play a risky move by sending this across the map. It's a fairly risky move. I'm gonna get 2 more barracks as well.
Not enough minerals.
So I think it's unlikely that he's expanded behind this, but maybe not impossible. If he has expanded behind this, then maybe we're in some trouble. I don't know.
Not enough minerals.
Let's have a look. If he's expanding, I bet it's going up now. Okay, it's not expanding. Oh yeah, he's definitely not expanding. Look how many he has though. Huh? Freaking 1 mine is so powerful. Huh? But I can also lose every single worker in my natural. I didn't even really have to hold it because I have a drop on the other side, right?
Our SCVs are
And I killed every single worker so far. So yeah, that's definitely a big thing as well. Does he have +1 with this? No shot, right? No. Shouldn't that be enough for me? Oh. Enough for me. I forgot the GG 3 times in a row now. Actually, I think he might have GG'd the first time around. Do you live in Amsterdam? No, I don't live in Amsterdam. Amsterdam is a very mediocre city, I think. Maybe some places are good to live in Amsterdam, but there's too many tourists. It's too busy. I'm a person that enjoys peace and quiet. My favorite day is when no one bothers me, you know, outside of my core family. Just be left alone. It's perfect. I always recommend Leiden as a city. Yeah. Oh, in Rotterdam? So there is this... do you like Chinese food? Do you like hot pot? There is this hot pot place in Rotterdam. That was not bad, that I liked. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh or something like that. Yu-Gi-Oh. That was my favorite. It is better than the hot pot that has a higher rating. Yu-Gi-Oh! Hot Pot and Grill. It's in like the basement of a place. I always enjoyed that one. I could recommend you going there if you like that. No, it's not Yu-Gi-Oh! It's Yu-Gu-Yo. Yu-Gu-Yo. Wait, I'll type it in chat. Here, this is how you type it. Yu-Gu-Yo. Is Delft any good? Yeah, I think so. Many people enjoy Delft, at least. From what I'm aware. It's like an old town, I'm pretty sure. My friend used to live there. Went out to eat there once or twice. Yeah, it's nice. I feel like old stuff, it's nice, I guess. Like a church as well, if you're into churches. Not super low tier. What's the best food you've eaten in Korea? I don't know. It's hard to say. I really liked... I can't remember the name of this food now. It's a soup with the pig intestine in it. This was before I became vegetarian. I always enjoyed that one very much. But only particular ones. Some restaurants I didn't like it. I'll message Irene. How can I not get this? What is the Korean soup with intestine called? Keep forgetting. No, it's not makchang. I also liked samgyeopsal, which is I think pork belly. And then you put it in the lettuce, you put some garlic on it. Oh my god, you scared the crap out of me. Sundaekoek. Yeah. That's what it's called. It's called sundaekoek. That's actually delicious. Oh yeah, they're so loud for me. But it's an acquired taste for sure. I think a lot of people, when they first try, they don't like it so much. I was very lucky because, you know, some restaurants just have particular dishes that they're very good at. So if you try it there first, you're more open to it later on. And then you can appreciate the worst ones as well, you know. But if you get introduced to a certain food in a bad restaurant, then you might hate that food forever. And you might, you know, pass up on some good opportunities when you're trying to eat that food later on in your life. Which would be very frustrating. Ah, blood sausage, whatever. I thought it was pig intestines. Yeah, whatever. I'm not an expert. Have you ever been to the Balkans? Balkans? No? Don't think so. What is considered the Balkans?
Not enough
I don't know
minerals.
which countries it all encompasses.
Go ahead. Ah, you scared me.
Is it the same toss? No, this is Jimmy Micro.
Command center.
Don't know what I want to do
update
against Jimmy
complete.
Micro though. Do I now? Is Southeast Europe? Yeah, we're in Croatia. Does that count as the Balkans? I have no clue which countries are part of it. That's why I ask.
What's going on? This better be good. SCV ready.
Do you know if De Lange is a Dutch surname? Yeah, it most definitely is. It means the long one. Or the tall one.
Be ready. Be in the ring. Been waiting.
Is it... It's a weird opener here.
Armed and
I think I'm being road rushed actually. Tooling road rush.
SCV ready. Been waiting.
Do you think agents will be needed in esports? Agents are never needed, but they can be helpful to have. Agents are a little bit like car salesmen, you know? Do we really need car salesmen when we can buy straight at the manufacturer? Probably not. Come on, get up.
SCV ready.
For some reason they're around. And on an individual level it can be nice to have an agent. But overall, I mean, they're just middlemaning, you know?
SCV ready.
Base is under attack.
Go, go, go.
I don't think that's the move, mate.
Not enough energy.
Oh, piss off. Don't want to lose that Reaper quite yet. I don't want to lose that Reaper quite yet, I said. Are you deaf? No, you're not. Good listening skills, brother. Nice one, Jimmy Micro.
SCV ready.
What do we do now?
SCV ready. You gonna get from this been
Add-on complete.
SCV ready.
I think I missed it. Very nice.
Raise some hell. I can't build here.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Favorite sauce for fries? I was like peanut sauce very much.
Not
Freaking
enough
delicious, man.
minerals. Not enough minerals. Add-on
Oh,
complete.
this guy plays like a prick. This guy legit plays like a freaking prick. And he also gets the scout, of course. You know why he gets the scout? 'Cause this guy plays like a prick. That's why he gets the scout. Prick. Don't you just want to play freaking mech against people like this? Like I was gonna play an honorable game of bio.
Not enough
Work hard for my win.
Ready to raise some hell.
This guy ruined it.
SCV ready.
Oh crap.
What's it worth?
Do you have
Additional
anything here,
supply
Chief, or
depots
what?
required.
Oh, he's just actually all inning. Jimmy Micro really knows what he wants as well in life. That's freaking all ins, isn't it?
SCV ready.
I should have lifted this years ago, honest to God. I'm not sure why I didn't. That's such a dumb error. If I would have lifted it and kept those SCVs safe, I think my position would be really good. Honestly, still believe that my position is fairly okay. Especially if I can keep my thing alive here. That would be very high tier. Okay, now I don't think my position is so good anymore. If I can keep this thing alive.
Unacceptable land.
I'm starting to believe again all of a sudden.
Not enough minerals.
Thought we had a fourth Banshee or a third Banshee on the way. Yeah, no, this is real bad, okay?
Not enough minerals.
This is real freaking bad for me. Ba-da-ba-da.
Not enough minerals.
don't need too much gas income. Just gonna mine minimal amount per. Anyway, it's coming still. This guy plays like a prick. That's why he's gonna continuously just get in there and be annoying. Absolute wanker. Can I say that? Yes, I can. The law doesn't apply to me.
Not enough minerals.
I got my ears off.
Command
Now these guys always follow up with Spire as well, so that's kind of what I'm expecting here. Because they don't know how to play anything else. Jimmy Micro is a micro player, don't forget. This guy only knows how to play Spire in general.
not enough minerals.
He's trying to get 4 gas already, which is quite a bit of gas.
Not enough minerals.
Maybe I can just attack this hatch. Then eventually eat him up. Oh, I'm not even producing with all of my buildings at the same time.
Not enough minerals.
Oh, I'm gonna end up losing that, am I not? Ah, he had one more freaking thing available. Actually pissing me off again. He's actually pissing me off. Well, this is a real awkward situation. But Jimmy has so far, he's giving me one hell of a game. I do appreciate that, Jimmy Micro. You know that? You know that, Jimmy? I do appreciate that, Jimmy. Is Mass Roach? Really? Is that the answer here to all your troubles? No, I don't want to lose these. Nice one, just lost one.
Mineral field.
I think I just win the game, no?
Mineral field depleted.
Please don't die, Mr. Cyclone. Please don't freaking die.
Ready to raise some hell. Bad news.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready. Optics online.
Me and Jimmy are having the game of a lifetime. I wonder if Jimmy also perceives this as the game of a lifetime, or he's surprised that he hasn't won the game yet. Not quite the game of his lifetime, perhaps. So we can clear something here. Oh, that was a real nice flank. That was just a real nice flank, and I obviously messed that up.
Mineral field depleted.
Optics online. Let's go kill something. I'm going in.
What's the chance that he's going for a Nidus here?
Ready to raise some hell.
Research complete.
Bad news.
Additional
Come on, Jimmy.
supply depots required.
Let's not do it like this, huh?
Ready to raise some
Genius. Decent understanding of what to do here. Not one Raven then. Because he's gonna keep doing this again and again and again. It's already pissing me off now. Okay, now we go in here.
Are you ready? I'm in a heap of trouble.
Please die, Mr. Jimmy. Okay, Mr. Jimmy didn't end up dying. I'm okay with it. Gonna need to build some turrets. That's one thing I do know for sure. Oh, come here. Once again, we're just gonna move around a little bit. Uh-oh. Does he have Hydras? He does have Hydras.
Mineral field depleted.
Engine screaming.
Ready to raise some hell. Hell yeah.
So we just need to go as deep as possible here. Because the longer... The longer we can keep him busy, the higher the chance that we hold the follow-up push. Because right now,
Complete.
I literally have zero belief in me holding the follow-up push.
Ready to raise some hell.
Mineral field depleted.
Come on, Jimmy. Fight me a little bit longer, please. So we're just pretending that all we really care about right now is base trading. Come on.
What needs? What? I'm in a heap of trouble. Ready to raise some hell.
Okay. Oh, this looks good. And now... Yeah! We got you, Mr. Jimmy. That sure must have been unpleasant for you. He had no upgrades. Neither did I, but I'm an idiot. Jimmy Micro. The thing that bit him in the butt in the end was his macro, not his micro. You hate to see it as a Jimmy fan. Hate to see it as a Jimmy fan. Shh. Will we see the Dorito dusting? Yeah, I used it once. One time at least. Do-do-do-do-do. Bow, 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 bow. Do-do-do-do-do. See, I'm a young boy. Do-do-do-do-do. Ba-ba-do-do-do. See if anything interesting happened in the chat while I was not paying attention. Ketchup mixed with tartar sauce. That sounds disgusting, but I do not judge people's sauce preferences on fries. Mayonnaise is an obvious yay as well, obviously on fries. Mayonnaise is delicious. Mayonnaise, and then on the side, peanut sauce. That is delicious. It's what we call war, patatje oorlog. Delicious. It's actually very good. Go random just this once. Well, you think this is a jukebox? You put in a coin and you get to decide what plays? No, I'm a free jukebox. You don't even have to put in a coin. 5 matches remaining in placement. I don't really want to do placement matches. Because I think I'm going to be playing like gold players. It's not going to be fun for anyone involved. Hi, Captain. Do we have any upcoming tournaments? I will be playing in the DreamHack Atlanta Regionals. I didn't qualify for MC6, which is the Masters Coliseum 6. So I won't be there. And then there's nothing else until the Regionals. But I'm practicing hard, okay? I will give you guys a good showing. I know it's been a rough 7 years since I've last won something. DreamHack Atlanta Regionals and DreamHack Atlanta are going to be the 2 tournaments which I will destroy. Have you played against Dario? I've played against Dario many times in the past. Who won? I think Dario probably has more wins against me than I have against him, but I could be incorrect about that. How do you check that? Predict. TLO, that's what it's called. So overall, I've won more versus TLO than he's won against me. I won 56 maps and he won 45 maps. So we go back since the 2012. The first time we played was DreamHack Bucharest round of 16. I remember that. If I would have won one more map, I would have gotten 1,000 euros, which would have been the highest amount of money I would have earned at that point. Oh, the golden days of StarCraft 2. What do you think of the Warp Prism bug that was discovered? Wait, the Warp Prism bug? What Warp Prism bug do we have now? Will you be doing more Changeling in the near future? Yeah. There's a new Changeling episode already created, although it had some minor issues. And I'm already thinking of setting up the next one as well. Void Ray, yeah, Void Ray bug. I already discussed it earlier. I'm aware. I'm not gonna play a random game. The search times are too long. I'm sorry, person who wanted random. How long till the next 4 levels off? 2 weeks until it's done. 15 days, I think. Captain said he thinks the Void Ray bug is okay because it's bad for Protoss. It's exactly what I said. I'm glad you're very accurate when it comes to quoting me. That's important. Just taking the word out of my mouth. Why is random queue time longer? I actually have no clue. That makes no sense to me either. Maybe because it takes my main MMR as like the baseline. So the Protoss MMR, that is possible. Why do you hate Protoss players? No. Oh, I don't hate Protoss. I hate Protoss players. I've mentioned this before in the past. Protoss is by far my favorite race. We're the coolest. You know, as a race we're good. But I don't enjoy Protoss players. So my plan is to eradicate the Protoss players from the game, but keep the race around. So far my plan has been working beautifully. Getting real riled up all the time. If someone takes this out of context, without me obviously joking, post it on Reddit with some outrageous title, you will be permabanned. I will figure out what your account name is on all my channels. This is a threat. And I do make good on those. Eight-way free-for-all on a 1 versus 1 map? No, I'm good. I've never been a huge fan of playing FFAs. I like watching FFAs, so I think they're quite funny. Terran! Monsieur Goombi. What are your thoughts on Hydra? What do you mean, what are my thoughts on him? I like the guy. He's a very nice person. He's like super kind and generous. And spontaneous, fun to hang around with. Like he's quick. I've always enjoyed spending time with Hydra. Super nice dude. Thoughts on Hydra.
Additional supply depots required.
Usually when people say it in that setup, you know, that what are your thoughts on Age of Empires? It's not someone else. It's not a person. I like it. Gonna use that. I think this is a mech player.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Does Hydra still play? No. I think he's very busy right now.
What's going? What big job? SCV ready.
I didn't properly pull in gas here. This game is gonna massively suck. I can feel it already. Your thoughts on Rotterdam, the city, not the person? I don't care much for massive cities, but Rotterdam was quite nice.
You scared me.
When I lived there, I was okay with that.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Ah, you scared me.
I also like living in The Hague. That was also a nice city, I think. Like, maybe not to live. I think a lot of cities are just better to visit than to live in. I was born and raised in Vlaardingen, which is like a small city close to Rotterdam. That was a high tier place to be, because you're in Rotterdam pretty quick, Yet the city itself is big enough to have like, you know, the just basic things. Like it has like a couple of supermarkets, has like a pretty sizable mall in the city itself, and then it has a smaller mall closer to where I live. I think that's perfect for me.
SCV ready. The Grim Reaper has arrived.
That's a very good setup.
Big job.
Like 80k people living in there or so. That's a good amount, I think.
Not enough minerals.
80,000 people.
Not enough minerals.
Sorry if this has been asked before, but why do you stream on YouTube, not Twitch? Oh, I stream on both. Okay. There's a lot of people that can't watch while I'm on Twitch due to stuff being blocked. And also I noticed that the people that watch me on YouTube are very different from my usual Twitch crowd. So there's a lot of people that don't get to watch any streams because they either don't know that it's happening on Twitch
Add on.
or because of blocking on work or whatever, like at school or whatever. I don't think schools usually block stuff, but maybe their wife does, I don't know. Watching that StarCraft again, Twitch is out of this house. So I stream on YouTube for those guys, you know,
Complete.
because they're struggling a little bit. Incapable of standing up, I will do it for them by streaming on a different platform. It's a nice change of pace as well.
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
You know, Twitch usually is the more
Command
intellectual
center.
discussions.
Not
Like,
enough energy.
we talk about the world events, politics, science, mathematics. And then whenever I'm on YouTube, it's nice to just talk about things like food and, you know, what sauce people like on fries. What's your favorite song? You know, it's nice as well for me. You know, it's like a day off. Don't have to use my brain as much.
Gas being gassed.
SCV ready.
We also talk about mic stand oil and squeaks. Exactly. It's just, you know, just a different type of attitude to life, the average YouTube viewer.
Not enough minerals.
And that's nice for me too. Has Uthermo ever beat you with his challenges? I think he once beat my Terran off race. I'm not sure if he's ever beat me
Not enough
like when I was playing series and he was doing a challenge. But I could be wrong. Most of the time I don't know I'm playing against Uthermo until 17 people message me the day after he uploads the video. Hey, did you know you played against Uthermo? I was like, no, not yet. And then the second guy comes in, and then the seventh.
energy.
And then for the next 5 weeks I'm receiving emails. You might not have known yet, but 3.5 weeks ago, Uthermo actually made a video where he played against you. Yeah. Thank you, I wasn't quite aware yet. I actually like getting these emails, I don't mind them. I got a lot of emails as well asking me whether I had seen that StarCraft 3 has been announced. This actually pissed me off though. This actually was really getting to me. StarCraft 3 being released. But don't worry guys, I've produced a hit piece on the people who have pushed this narrative. We're taking them out. But the only thing, you know, the only way I know how is by making an angry YouTube video. Don't worry. We're getting to them. It's unbelievable this guy. Oh, I think I'm in range here actually, which is not great. Nice one, Kev. Okay, so we're gonna get some kills here. Hey, is he... why did I think he was a mech player when he's not playing mech at all?
Command center.
Maybe because he plays quite slow or something?
Not enough energy.
Oh, he killed both. That's real nice for him. That's the opposite of real nice for me, though. Wonder how many workers I ended up killing. I hope enough. Although, it never really is enough. Up on his horse.
Add-on complete.
Up on his horse.
Not enough minerals.
Gonna take it anymore.
Not enough minerals.
Listen one time. It's not a truth. It's no, it's actually not your fault at all. I don't mind what you did. I like what the... I also don't... come on here. Look at the block! Look at the block, hello? Did you see that? This is StarCraft 2 as well, you know? That was some crazy in the moment movement by me. I wanted to build a depot. I decided against it. And then instead what I did was I blocked with SCVs. That was freaking good. This is the type of stuff I want to see on my Reddit, you know? And cool plays like that. Like, that was a good move by me.
Upgrade complete.
That was a very nice move by me. I'm happy with that move. You think I can just blast it or what?
Upgrade complete.
We could use some help. SCV, this better be good.
Die! Ja! Kaput! Compleet vernietigd. Did you do it by accident? No. Everything I do is with extreme precision. Why would I do anything by accident? That sounds stupid. Everything I do is a conscious decision. Beautiful stuff. Tun, 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 tun. Tun, 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 tun. Play 5-minute charge slot all in? No. I will not be playing a 5-minute charge slot all in. I'm sorry. It is not happening today. Could flame someone though for banter. Jimmy Micro again. Will you play custom games today? Nah, I don't think so. I think a lot of boys are busy. I play most of my customs in the morning already. I have a couple of sessions planned for the night, but...
Not enough minerals.
It can be quite tricky. Like if everyone's at a tournament. Like maybe throughout the day I'll play some, but most people also don't want to be on stream, right? If you have a tournament that you're playing soon, they don't actually want it to be streamed. Because they're trying strategies or they don't understand how to beat me and it can be embarrassing, you know? They don't want that exposed in front of many people.
Bad news.
What's your worst matchup? I think I'm worst in PvP. Currently.
Bad news.
I feel pretty good against higher level tosses, but I struggle with consistency in PvP in particular. So like I can have a good series against Max Packs, I can have a good series against Showtime. I'm not winning, I'm not saying that, but I can have like series that are competitive, you know? And I get 2-0'd by a guy that's 700 MMR below me or something. Like that's really just my average experience. I'm opening up with the VM build, man. My nose is so itchy, it's crazy, it's bugging me. Same with your TVT. I think TVT shouldn't be the case. TVT I think it's not so hard to be very solid. If you really care about it, you can just open like 6 Viking every game and you should not be capable of just randomly losing to idiots. And I think PvP is a little bit harder, especially if you play as dumb as I play. People forget about that, but I play like a complete moron most of the time.
What's going on?
Do you ever do player-specific preparation for tournaments or just race-specific prep? No, player preparation. Yeah. The problem with my player preparation is that I usually aim a little bit too high. You know, I'll be doing player preparation for Serral, while I should have been doing player preparation for the player I had to beat in order to get the Serral. You know what I'm saying? So I end up losing too early. But I'm telling you, if I would have got to play against Serral the last 3 tournaments, I would have taken him down. And I would have taken him down hard as well. Absolutely no problem there, my friends. The easiest wins of my life. Absolutely easiest wins of my life. Yeah. I believe if you believe. Do you still believe in life after life? Love after life? Love after love? Life after love? I can see the da-na-na-na-na. I really don't think you're strong enough. Oh. Very fun. Oh, this is actually kind of frustrating, to be honest.
Bad news. SCV.
Not enough minerals.
I'm listening.
Add-on complete. Add-on complete.
Oh, that's not where I want to be. I ain't quite where I think
Not
I
enough
am.
minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
That's cap.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
You know what I really need? It's an orbital command right now, I can tell you that.
Not
What's this
enough
guy doing here?
minerals.
Oh, she's having a blast. We can leave him here, actually. People that are having a blast, they're allowed to stay.
Not enough minerals.
Very nice.
Not enough minerals.
She's a good girl.
Not enough energy.
Loves her mama.
Not
Loves
enough minerals.
Jesus.
SCV ready.
In America, too. She's a good girl.
Command center upgrade complete.
Crazy about
Not
Elvis.
enough.
Oh, nice. So we now lost 3 Reapers and have achieved
Not enough
absolutely nothing.
minerals.
Despite that, I think my position might be okay, as long as I don't lose in the next
Not
3
enough
seconds.
minerals.
To like a road rush. I think a road rush might actually be somewhat hard to hold for me right now.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Command center upgrade.
That seems like a mediocre plan there by my opponent.
SCV ready.
And that's the beauty of being me as well. It says... What did you think was going to happen there, Chief? Well, I guess he got the kill on the stim, but... Is that really worth it? No shot, right?
Add on.
I know Zerg is powerful, but there's no way that's good. There's no way in hell that that is good.
SCV ready.
Nice. Wrong location. Very cool.
Not enough minerals.
I want this one.
Not enough energy.
SCV ready.
Oh, targeted all of them down. See, that was okay control. Now we need to start getting into the good control part. So he's going pretty ham here. I think the target fire there was good. I missed one,
Enough.
which is not the end of the world.
Ready for dust off.
Now once we got tanks out, I think we will be
Not
fine.
enough minerals. Not enough energy. Not enough minerals.
I don't think you can actually do that, can you? I think so either, Chief. So moving forward here would have definitely been the play. Hello, pick up.
Ready for pickup.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay, now we hold position here.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Want a piece of me, boy? SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply
Oh, he just keeps
depots
going, or what?
required. Additional supply
I think that should be the end of this though, no? Like, I'm not crazy when I say that this should be the end of it. I don't think I am crazy at all. What is the chance that he continues going?
add-on complete.
This seems like a terrible spot as well for something to be built.
SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
Ben, bad news.
Add-on complete.
Like,
SCV ready.
I probably do want somewhat of a wall though, somewhere, no?
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Where's the
I have no clue what the situation is here.
SCV ready.
Freaking Jimmy with his cheeses though, huh? He's getting me good, Jimmy Micro.
Add-on.
It's the second time he's very far ahead. This time I'm playing Bio. Last time I definitely wasn't playing Bio.
SCV ready.
All you need to do is just snipe one baneling at a time. Just never stop.
ready for dust off.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
SCV
Doesn't have a fort base yet, unless the fort base is on the other side.
SCV ready.
So that technically should mean that we're ahead now.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready.
Not enough.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready.
Research.
SCV ready.
What's the upgrades here? I didn't quite see the upgrades.
Mineral field depleted. Insufficient.
SCV ready.
Ready for dust off.
This better be good.
Got one again. That's all we really need to continuously do right now, right? Just get one here, we get one there. Then eventually we should be good to go.
Not enough minerals.
I hope there's no base here for my man Jimmy. Or well, I hope it's for me mainly. Okay, just trying to get it.
Ready for dust off.
Oh my god, I missed twice. Kind of pathetic. Whatever.
Now
He blew up on a single bane, so it's not the, or on a single marine, so it's not the end of the world.
Mineral field
acknowledged.
add-on complete.
As long as there's nothing here, I'm not so worried, am I?
Mineral field
Ready for pickup.
research. Base is our SCVs are
Very hard to see them in between all the other units, honest to god.
Waiting on you.
Don't think you can actually go here, Chief.
add-on complete.
See if I even have any upgrades? I don't think so, right? So you're just gonna stand there like a moron there. Just gonna continue trading or no? Maybe going to the main. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, these trades are crazy for me.
Not enough minerals.
Now we just move out and win the game, I think. We don't even have to move out because we're so far up in upgrades. But we can move out. And if you can move out as a Terran, Terran players always do that. Doesn't matter what the correct thing is. Moving out is always correct. Usually if you're really far ahead, you move out with units that you can always pick up. So that feels good.
Upgrade.
I think I can just actually move in and A-move, can I? Oh my god, there was a flank. I didn't quite realize that. That was fairly mediocre, I have to admit. That was actually very bad.
Mineral field.
I didn't realize he was gonna flank. Oopsies. That's okay. We're still fine. Like, we're so far ahead right now that it literally doesn't matter. Do you have any banes here? No, I don't think so. Let's hope we don't get flanked again. It's gonna morph over here. Yep, that's what I thought.
Not enough energy.
Uh-oh.
Command center.
Still not the end of the world. I'm still okay with all of this. Well, I should not be super okay with how I've done this, but I think we're in an okay position still is what I'm trying to say. Does have this base, but not worried. We have insane upgrades. All we really need is a couple of medevacs, these tanks to move forward, and we should be good to go.
Ready for dust off.
I think it's over for Jimmy.
Research complete.
Pretty sure it's over for Jimmy, actually.
SCV ready. Who wants some? Let's go.
Ready for dust off.
Gangway coming through. SCV, go time. I'm in deep.
Mineral field depleted.
Been waiting. We could use some help here.
He doesn't want to leave on Nuke.
Gangway.
Low tier though, not to leave. If you're this dev.
Command center.
To be fair, I mean, I literally have more tanks than he has Hydras. Like, that's not a good sign. There we go. GG. So you get Jimmy for a second time. Couple of big wins here today. Well, a couple of big. I feel like we won every single game. This guy was 5-3. He's also not bad. Look at this. Prrp. Lost 1 game so far on the ladder. It's a nice win streak to have. What's that? 9 games? No, I can't count. I think it's 8. Yeah, it's 8. All right, my dear friends. 2-hour man does it again. It's going to be it for me today. I hope you all had a brilliant time. If you did, then that's good to hear. Today at 5 as always, Is It Imbo or Do I Suck comes out. I'm excited for it. I hope you're excited for it. Don't think I've ever caught you live. Hope you're all Harstem. Thank you, Doggy Divots. I appreciate it. Have a good day, my friends. Tomorrow I'll be back streaming on Twitch. So if you've never been there before, just think back 2 hours today. The same exact time I will be live on Twitch. So 1 p.m. Central European time, that is. Thanks all for watching and see you then. Ciao, ciao. Bye.